Electra Woman and Dynagirl? Electra Woman and Dynagirl? What? Hello and welcome to another episode of Kevin's Commentary on Comics. Today I'm going to stray a little bit differently. It's still sort of comic book related. I mentioned it before, Electra Woman and Dynagirl. Yes, we've got the latest news. There's the latest news on Electra Woman and Dynagirl? Didn't this show come out like in the mid-70s? Why yes, Kevin, it did. But let me remind you of what Electra Woman and Dynagirl is, or was, or will be. So back in the mid-70s, producers Sid and Marty Krofft, who were infamous with such shows as H&R Puffin Stuff, Lidsville, Captain Cool and the Kong, Sigmund and the Sea Monsters, the list really goes on and on. They were a big part of my childhood and probably yours if you are around my age, which is 50. But they decided to cash in on the hit that was Batman TV series, the one with Adam West starring as Batman, and they came up with their own show called Electra Woman and Dynagirl. So just like Batman, all the stuff that Electra Woman and Dynagirl used were Electra this and Electra that. You know, like they had the Electra change, which caused them to turn into their costumes instantaneously. They had the Electra beam, the Electra force, the Electra freeze. They even had the Electra car. The only thing I don't think they had was the Electra cave. I actually think it was called the Electra Base. Now, the original series only lasted for 16 episodes, and they were about 15 minutes long. I think they were built in with like the Sid and Marty Krofft super happy, awesome, fun time hour. That is not the right title. Deidre Hall played Electra Woman, and you know Deidre Hall probably mostly from her role on Days of Our Lives. And Dynagirl was played by Judy Strangis, not so good with the names. She was a cast member on ABC's Room 222 before donning the tights of Dynagirl. I loved Room 222. I don't remember a thing about it. I think Karen Valentine was on that though. Anyway. Yeah, sure, the series was campy back then, but you know, most live-action superhero shows were a bit campy. The success of Batman shows you that camp works. I remember watching that one along with Shazam and Isis. As a matter of fact, I remember as a kid always wanting to be able to fly. I would use the spell that Isis would use when she wanted to fly. Oh, zephyr winds which blow up high, lift me now so I can fly. I used to shout that all the time and never once did I fly. Good times. Back in 2001, there was even an unaired pilot of a reboot of Electra Woman and Dynagirl, which starred Marky Post of Night Court fame and Ann Stedman of no real fame at all. But this series was an unaired pilot, like I said, and that means it did not air. Clever, isn't it? It was definitely a strange show. Here's a link to it on YouTube. This is more of an adult take on Electra Woman and Dynagirl. I think they were trying for a parody, but maybe a cutting edge parody. Electra Woman is portrayed as a bit of a drinker and rather loose with the morals. Even one line was talking about the fact that her ex-husband left with her best vibrator. What? Was it an Electra brader? Makes sense. It's crazy, but maybe not so crazy that it was never aired. But now we have yet another reboot of Electra Woman and Dynagirl. In today's age where no superhero stone goes unturned, YouTube celebrities Grace Helbig and Hannah Hart will be apprising the roles of Electra Woman and Dynagirl respectively. If you've been on YouTube for any amount of time, you know who these women are. They're very talented. They have their own very, very immensely popular YouTube channels. Grace Helbig has her channel called It's Grace and will soon be starring in her very own TV show, The Grace Helbig Show, premiering on E! On April 3rd. So congrats to her. And Hannah Hart is the genius behind the YouTube series called My Drunk Kitchen, where she makes some sort of meal while getting hammered. It is genius and very, very funny. Both of these women are very, very talented. You can check out their channels here and here somewhere. But now they've joined forces to create a reboot of Electra Woman and Dynagirl. They recently released some of the first photos, which I'll show here. Listen, not only do they look great in their costumes, but these ladies have a ton of talent. And I'm expecting the show to be electrifying. Why, I would be shocked if it wasn't. I can only imagine it'll be like trapping lightning in a bottle and other electricity-related puns. Now, once this show hits, I'll talk more about it. But in the meantime, why not subscribe to their Facebook page, their Twitter account, their Tumblr account, their Instagram. These girls really know their social media, don't they? So it's exciting stuff. At least I'm excited. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Now, if I can just figure out how to get my own ISIS reboot going. Though I don't think ISIS is a good name to go with.
Oh, zephyr winds which blow on high, lift me now so I can fly.
I didn't really fly. That's it for today. I'm Kevin. That's been my commentary. What do you think about this new Electra Woman and Dynagirl? Did you ever think a reboot would be made? And really, from such powerful talent such as Grace Helbig and Hannah Hart, I'm looking forward to it. Are you looking forward to it? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, why not click the subscribe and see more of my rantings on comic related stuff? Maybe a Lidsville reboot will be happening and I can talk about that. Thanks.